Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all. And this is another sports related video. This is another pro football slash pro wrestling related video because these are two former NFL football players that actually stepped into the pro wrestling ring. But unfortunately, one of them had passed away. And they're mostly known for their NFL career playing for the Philadelphia Eagles and playing for the Green Bay Packers. And the last team that they had played for was the Carolina Panthers, which the Carolina Panthers, that's my team. That's my favorite team. And this former NFL football player, he was also a preacher. He was also a pastor. Yeah, he was a reverend. This former NFL football player was, a Christian. And but when it comes down to being an NFL player, he definitely set a lot of records. He's considered to be one of the best defensive ends in the NFL. And just like the other NFL player that I'm gonna talk with y'all about, he's known for being one of the best one of the best outside linebackers in the NFL. He's known for being one of the best defensive players in the NFL ever since he was a rookie. But I was wanting to chat with y'all. Lawrence Taylor versus Reggie White. What if these two former pro football players, what if they had like a pro wrestling rivalry? My fellow football fans, my fellow wrestling fans, let's chat. Let's have a discussion about this. Do y'all feel if these two football players were to have like a wrestling rivalry, do you feel like it'll be a great one? Do you feel like it'll be a good one? Do you feel that as pro football players, do you feel that they could like give, do you feel like they could give wrestling fans like an entertainment storyline? Because that's the thing. Lawrence Taylor, he wrestled Bam Bam Bigelow at one of the WrestleManias back in 1995, and Lawrence Taylor, he won the match. And Reggie White even had a wrestling match too, but I don't know. I don't know if his was like for the WWF though, or the WWE, but yeah, I was just wondering, like, if these two like former football players, if they did have like a pro wrestling storyline, if they had like a pro wrestling rivalry, do you feel like as football players, do you feel like they could give something that could entertain the wrestling fans? Let's have a discussion about this. I'm gonna give you my answer like I do as always. If Lawrence Taylor and Reggie White, if they had a pro wrestling rivalry in the WWE, I honestly feel that they could put on a show for the fans. I feel that they could definitely put on a great show for the fans. I feel that they could give the fans an entertaining show. It'll be like a great rivalry to the point that eventually they'll end up becoming a tag team. Because I mean, yeah, like there has been some pro wrestlers, they had like a rivalry against each other, and then they became like a tag team, kind of like how it is in battle rap. Because that's the thing, in the battle rap culture, pro wrestling is something that is very influential in battle rap. Sue Surf and Tay Rock, before they became gun titles, Sue Surf and Tay Rock, they battled each other. And just like with DNA and K-Shine before they became NWX, you know what I mean? Like, they battled each other. But you see, DNA and K-Shine, it kind of looks like DNA and K-Shine had a fallout. But yes, yeah, like pro wrestling, yeah, there has been some tag teams. Like, before they even became a tag team, they was like rivalries against each other. And there's a lot of great tag teams, like way too many like tag teams to like count from. You know what I mean? You got tag teams like the Hardy Boys, but you see the Hardy Boys, they started off as a tag team, and then they ended up having a rivalry against each other. They had a rivalry at WrestleMania, and they also had a rivalry at Backlash. Matt Hardy beat Jeff Hardy at WrestleMania. Jeff Hardy beat Matt Hardy in an I Quit match at WWE Backlash back in 2009, I believe, 2008, 2009. It was one of them years, but yeah, and just like with the Dudley boys, Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley, they had a rivalry where they was a tag team, and then they had a storyline where Bubba Ray Dudley ended up beating up Devon. It was like a part of their storyline, but yeah. Lawrence Taylor and Reggie White, I do feel as football players, I do feel that they could have put on a great show, an entertaining show for the wrestling fans and for the football fans. You know what I mean? Like, the rivalry is so amazing to the point that they become like a tag team. And possibility, if they became a tag team, they could have became like tag team champions, and they probably would have went down as one of the greatest tag team champions in pro wrestling history, even though they're football players. But yeah, I just wanted to share this video with y'all, chat with y'all. This is something that I just recently thought of, came across my mind. But yeah, my fellow football fans and wrestling fans, do you feel that Lawrence Taylor and Reggie White could put on a great show for the wrestling fans and the football fans at the same time? Yeah, R.I.P. Reggie White. Yeah, may God rest his soul. R.I.P. Reggie White, one of the best defensive ends in the NFL, and Lawrence Taylor, one of the best defensive players in the NFL ever since he was a rookie. But yeah, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. Love y'all.